Okay, just a little update. I got both water pumps all put together here. You can see them or not. And the shafts are a little longer. I'll cut them off after I get the hub and fan blade made. And I'm just about to start on fan blade. I'm gonna make them out of brass. They're not gonna stay brass. I'm gonna probably powder coat them too, because I had some old basically door kick material, you know, the brass plate for at the bottom of a door. I ended up with like 15 of them. I don't know where I got them, but they're the right thickness and they should be easy to machine. So what I'm going to do is I've got 3 of them double taped together here, making 1 extra, just in case, in case the gremlins come out. And I got them double taped together. And what I got a fixture plate on the NC machine, and I'm going to double tape this to the fixture, and then just put a clamp in a couple of the corners and drill holes and machine it out, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so all I just have this, basically it's carpet tape, double back carpet mounting tape, and just going to take my stock and put 3 strips across that and make sure it's down good. I washed it with alcohol first. You know, I scrubbed this with alcohol to get it nice and clean so the tape will stick real good. And just rubbing a straight edge on it to make sure it's down. And you know, I don't need it sticking out, so I'll get rid of that. Okay. All right. So now it's down on there pretty good. So we'll just take and peel back the protective paper on this side. I found that this works pretty good for sheet metal parts, and if you're going to do a bunch of them, if you tape them all together, it actually works out pretty good. Okay, so there it is, and now we're ready to put it on the machine. Let me get you situated here. Okay, so, and this is a fixture plate that I've used many times over. I put a little square, little black mark here where I want the corner, and the top of this plate has a couple holes. Well, that's going to fall in between the fan blades, I hope. I'm hoping it should. So I'm just going to line up that corner and stick that down on there, and that should do it. I'm going to stick a clamp here, can twist clamp over here, a little clamp here, and then just a little clamp up the middle here. So I'll get my can twist clamp first. And just stick that in the corner here. These are just like it may not even really need these clamps. Call them chicken clamps. You know, but a lot of times I've not even put those on and it worked just fine. The tape actually holds a lot more than what you really expect it to hold. Okay, I gotta find my little strap clamps. Put one right there. Can I catch it? Looks like it. Digging through my junk drawer here on the bench. Okay. So, well, wouldn't you know it? It's 5/16 hole. You know, looks like I might just put another clamp there, and this is a 5/16 hole then too. I don't know if I have any small clamps that are 5/16. I have 3/8. Well, just give me a second and I will hunt some clamps up. Okay, I went ahead and just drilled and tapped holes, put the clamps on. I centered over the mark that I made in there, and I've center drilled the holes already, and I'm going to drill the mounting holes right now. Not a whole lot to see. Can't hardly see it with the coolant. I'll come back to it when I start milling. Okay, this might be a little more exciting. I haven't dry ran it or anything, so I'm hoping everything will run true to what my computer's saying it's doing. Sometimes there's a glitch and it doesn't. Drill a hole in the middle first. Couple of my clamps are all out of the way. Really don't need that much coolant on it. Coolant on this thing really sucks. Hard to control the flow. It's either wide open or none. Okay, we're plunging down. Okay, should be getting close to the first depth. I think I took it in 2 depths. There we go, first depth. Now I'm knowing the profile. So far, so good. Hopefully the tape is holding. We'll find out if it doesn't, because it's nothing holding the blade on the top. It'll hold the profile or the piece that's strapped, but it's not going to be holding the blade. Cutter doesn't look like it's all that sharp for some reason. Chips look a little leaving a pretty good burr, so that cutter's not all that sharp. Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see it kicking up the burr now. A little dull. I just grabbed. I have several in a drawer, and I just grabbed one that's probably been used several times before for other projects. find my clamp. Oh yeah. And it should straddle it, and it should be one on the other side of the clamp also. Not liking the burr they was pushing up. Telling me that pin was pretty dull. Oh, lots of room. Of course, this brass, I think it's pretty soft. It's not like a half-hard brass or anything. I don't know what they use for kick plates on the doors, but it does seem kind of soft. Plunging back down again in the next cut. This cut should actually go all the way through, and then there'll be a finish pass after that. It'll be a 5,000, so I left 5,000 around the perimeter of it. I'm climb cutting everything, so everything should work out. I'm thinking when I get around this corner here, I'm going to move this clamp over here to clamp on that blade. Not liking how that cutter looks like it's dull. Let's put a little, what we call a chicken clamp on there. Looking awful dull. I don't know why. I didn't think that cutter didn't look that bad. I didn't think that cutter looked that bad. The late razor, pretty nice burr. So I'm going to cheat. Move some chicken clamp over here. Just call me chicken. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to move this one too. We'll get another one put right there. like I seen it move. Or was that just a chip? Hard to tell. It's on its way around on the spinning path now. Trouble is, I'm gonna have to move this and get around over there. I'm just kind of holding it down a little bit. And that color is pretty dull. I can see it, it's pretty dull. The chipping is pulling up. Leaving the chips in touch doesn't help either. Put my chicken clamp back on. I could have made a lot faster feed rate too, but then I would have been in trouble with this cutter. So this is not the recommended feed rate. It's only about half. Trying to wash the chips out in front of the window a little bit. It'll definitely help. Then I gotta figure out a way of forming them. Made it all the way to there until it actually moved. I seen it move. So that 5 thou finish pass on the other side, and a little buffing. I think I can get rid of anything that shows up. We'll see. So it broke loose and moved. Yeah. Yeah, she's got a pretty good burr on it. I'm gonna need to do some deburring on it anyway. Buffing. They don't look too bad. They don't look too bad. Once I'll when I get them cleaned up, I'll show you what they look like. Okay, I took them off of the machine and then got the tape taken off of them, the backing tape, and you know, they're not deburred yet. And I need to sit at my bench here and do some deburring on them. This one here, I see that my end mill, yes, not quite. So it's like only a couple thou from going through. In the center here, it looks like it just kind of mushed the material down. But I think they'll clean up pretty good. Just run a stone over them to knock off the big burr around the edges. Yeah, that end mill was not the greatest end mill in my drawer. Thank goodness. All my end mills were like that. That'd suck. And you can see right here is where it moved. So if I knock, kind of blend that in, you'll never even know it. You'll have to look for it, that's for sure. And I think I'll get my file. Out here. Blend that in a little bit. It don't look too bad. Don't look too bad for a beginner. So, we get that hub made, and get these formed, and I think that's gonna look pretty sweet. Gotta figure out though how I'm gonna give these a twist and get them all the same. To figure out some kind of setup. Thinking maybe if I get the hub made and clamp it in the hub, and then go into vise, set up a block and a stop so that I can get them all the same, bent the same. I know what I'd do if I had to do this for a job and was going to crank out millions of them. I would, you know, create a blank pierce and form die. Which that's the kind of work that I do in the shop anyway, or did in the shop. Now I'm in the design area, and my main forte now in the design area is anything hydraulic fixtures. We got fixtures that are 14, 15 foot long, and some of them cost upwards of $250,000 to build, and it's not all it's cracked up to be. It's kind of it's interesting but boring at the same time. And I keep thinking about hanging it up, and I can spend more time doing this kind of stuff, which this is the kind of stuff I like. I like being in a prototype shop, and part of my time at the place where I'm working was spent in basically doing all prototype stuff, which I really, really like. And it's all done. It's almost all done for now for cargo systems. Back in the day when I was doing prototype, it was a lot of military stuff, like the X-29. We did. I did what do you call it? Upright rudder for it, and the canards, what they call canards on it, which was, like I say, that was fun work. It was interesting and fun. And now we built 2 of those, and one of them is in the Smithsonian now. And I think NASA's got the other one. So, kind of a neat plane. It's a forward swept wing plane. It's not a very big plane. Not a very big plane, a jet. How can I call it plane? Well, I'll continue deburring these, and then my next thing will be to go ahead and start making the hub for them.